Okay, we've seen that. Can someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did.
I don't think the story's actually gonna change here if I say anything here. I think my actions matter more.
Path to the cabin. You'll find the...
See to the cabin. I will not take the blade this time. I just want to have a little chat.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I would skip this, but it won't let me, so it's something new.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing.
Oh, okay, so she's saying something else this time.
Once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Oh yeah, because I'm unarmed, right. I'm just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten.
So maybe
about
she
me.
sensed my presence, that I had a knife there, so she was acting differently then. Yeah, that's how I remember you.
Stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
That won't be the only thing that'll be riding on me soon. Waka waka.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
How about we have a little talk first? Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
I only know you as the princess.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
So she's a lot more sympathetic now.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Yeah. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay, Princess.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it really is.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I wanna talk a little bit more. Yeah, if I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I mean, you're clearly alive, so you must have eaten something.
It's never going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Okay.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
No. Retrieve the blade. No. Okay. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
That's what I've been wondering.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Okay, okay.
It's not like you'd believe me.
I'd at least like to hear it. Can't believe this is keeping you down here like this. I'm getting... No, not really. I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me read this. No. Do you want to say that... want to slay her? Ah, no. Let me examine the chains. In a friendly manner.
More difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Maybe.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Not really.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Or you could just, turn your arm into a blade again.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Or cut off your arm?
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Yeah, okay.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Yeah.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Just a wooden door, just bust it down.
Is someone else here?
Try the door?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Just kick it down.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay. I'll return back down.
Make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic.
It's still just a wooden door, and I seem to be quite strong, so just bust it down.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yeah.
She barely
Oh, what the
raising
fuck?
her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh, okay.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I mean, she's kind of cray-cray. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better
Oh,
judgment,
good
place the
lord.
blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding.
Why do you look at me like a puppy when I'm cutting off your arm?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort
Oh,
to
fuck
cut the
me.
bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Need a hand?
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
I think you need a doctor. Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stairs, her body steps forward and raises.
Don't just assume control of my body.
Wait, This isn't fair.
Yeah, right.
Just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
No, don't do it. There you go. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I don't want to do it because I know what happens if I do.
Your body lunges
Ah.
forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I was going to, but... No. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Ah, it's the voice in my head.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
So she's gonna kill me now?
She plunges it
Oh.
into your chest,
Yep.
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake?
I don't even know what to think of this.
Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Gee, way to hold a grudge, Mr. Narrator.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like
Frickin'
this,
lord.
right? Oh, that's rich coming from you.
The narrator made her do
As
it.
much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, let's try talking again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here
I heard
to
that.
slay her.
Okay, no. Yeah. Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last
Oh no, I've got the voice of the smitten in me.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Yeah, true.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Okay, proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She
will
already
lie or
told
cheat.
you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world.
Gotta say, she was rather cute there.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Okay, proceed.
The interior.
It's a mirror again. Oh, it looks different now. It's a tower this time.
Stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Okay, whatever you say.
But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Okay, I won't take the blade. I just want to have a talk. I just want to talk.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Okay, so she's not crazy now.
It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
I ain't no simp for some princess.
For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs.
Oh, look at you.
With the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may
I agree, voice in my head.
to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Oh, I bet we are.
She called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yeah,
That's right,
of course.
villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
With a bit of help from the narrator.
Only
Because he narrated the act.
It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
Yeah, because you killed us.
First, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
I just want to talk.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Killed me last time. I hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Hold on. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
A little.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Not yet. So about what happened last time, Raider, who sent me here to kill you, took over my body.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, thank you, darling.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay. Killed me last time, I hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Not really.
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Okay, you are kinda creeping me out.
Just like our darling princess, she wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
Awesome.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass.
Yeah.
She just wanted to make us
Oh, we're getting married.
by destroying the world. Apparently, yes.
But how did you do it? Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess,
You'll what? Oh.
Weapon.
What do you say there? You what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her again? Yeah.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Okay.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Really just slide the restraints right off.
From her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
we don't know what the narrator has in stock.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Mm-hmm.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
I'm quite content.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
The power of love trumps everything.
What do we do now?
Oh, we fucking... gallop into the sunset? What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think
Ow.
I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Oh boy, here it comes.
And then she shrugs.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
If you want to leave, let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
Music just stopped.
The princess
Okay.
takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And
I do enjoy a good happy
after
ending.
we walk up the stairs. Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face. And the lock clicks.
Oh well.
That's
Seen
a
that before.
familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It is
Just bust it
fair,
down.
But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
She's a princess. That's how fairy tales go.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
But I like where the story's going now.
Just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, right. I think we can open if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's
Oh,
still
yeah.
a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
No, I don't think I will. I'm not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
Yeah, I want to make you suffer. You're an asshole.
To you.
Likewise.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Be engulfed by the hair?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Yep, there it goes again. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I will approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Oh. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
You're not made of salt anymore?
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
I mean, you've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay, makes sense. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
I wonder if I can even choose the same path more than once. This all seems to be one connected story. What do you feel about me?
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Okay, ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
That got me again. Everything goes dark and dark.
Ultimate Despair Live.